Okay, this is Wonder Gypsy's latest video where she identifies her stalker. She doesn't identify him by name, but if you watch her video, and you can clearly see the YouTube channel of this guy's YouTube. But if you go to that YouTube channel, you can see his face where he's talking about wanting to meet up with her, thinking that she's someone else. And this guy clearly is delusional. And I think it would be better for him that someone does get this guy some help before he ends up on the wrong end of a maybe a 9mm Glock or a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson or something, or maybe a 45 auto, because that's what, if he comes out to me, that's what he'd be looking at, because I don't carry pepper spray. I'm just going to, if somebody's going to threaten me, I'm gonna deal with it, but I would prefer not to deal with it in that manner, and I don't think Sarah would prefer to have to take somebody out permanently, but let me play a second of this, and hopefully somebody will get this guy some help.
And I had to put that aside and just really think about things, because people can change. I could have put your picture all over this video. I know where you're at right now. I know exactly where you're at right now, because a friend of mine that's down there has spotted you this morning. And I'm actually waiting on my friend to spot you again so he can get on the phone and hopefully hand you the phone when he spots you again. So with that being said, I had to really rethink this whole entire video through. And this was the smartest decision to do. Is you guys don't get upset when I don't release his picture. I'm trying to take this the proper way.
The proper thing to do would be to get this out to about 4 months ago.
But know that I have taken legal action. The Sheriff's Department in 4 different states are aware of this. I'm well protected. I'm making this video because I want to tell him to stop and also give other people warnings of who he is. So this first clip right here is the one video, not one, but the first video that really had me concerned.
I saw 4 on the channel that I saw, but what she said, she said he's opened up channels in a bunch of different names, so who knows what's out there. But like I said, go to this guy's website, and this guy's YouTube channel, watch his videos, but you can clearly see this guy has got some serious mental issues. Hang on.
And this is the video where you can kind of tell how he's made this person up in his head, and he believes it's me, and how he really believes it. And by the way, he has a criminal record that is probably over 20 pages long. And on the criminal record, he has stalking charges and he has criminal harassment charges. So he's done this before. And I know you guys are going to say, well, he's never going to stop.
More than likely, he's never going to stop, chick, until she's either a cop catches him or a bullet catches him, one or the other. He's probably not going to stop until, I don't think he's going to straighten his life out, but I'm not a doctor, but hopefully his family or co-workers or somebody will spot this guy and set him straight, but I don't know.
I hope that you stop, and I hope that it ends here with me right now, and I hope that you get some help. And you should be thankful that I'm doing this the nice and kind way.
Well, since most of you are listening to Wonder and Gypsy.
Okay, if you watch a video right at that point, you can actually get the YouTube channel from that particular. If you email me, I'll give you the name, but I'm not going to put it out here just because she said she doesn't want to give this guy more publicity. But she did this herself, and if you want the name of that YouTube channel, it's there. She's given it out herself. Okay, let me play the rest of this video where this guy thinks that Wonder Gypsy Sarah is somebody else, an ex-girlfriend.
Let me explain to you. a story. As I grew up in a little town outside of Oregon City called Redland, I was kind of isolated from people by my family, my parents. As I got to be about the age 17, I wandered up the neighborhood and ran into this girl named Monica Sarah McConnell. Her and I became friends and then were boyfriend and girlfriend from the time I was 17 and probably almost until I was 19. And we broke up because I walked away from her because I could not trust a single thing she ever did. Little did I know at that time, my father was actually molesting her or...
Well, that's molesting is still another serious thing. Whether that's going on out or whether that's just inside his mind. I'm not continuing this for a second, but if he couldn't trust her then, why does he want her back now? If he couldn't trust her then, this makes absolutely no sense. But let me play some more of this.
Having an affair with this young girl, and my father was the worst person in the world, and I had no idea. Little did I know he organized his own crew of criminals that would go out at night and break the law, steal things, and pretty much organized crime. As I got to be about the age 21 and was able to leave the house and find a place to live, I still had nothing but trouble in my life. No matter what I did, it would not work out.
I don't doubt that.
I tried my hardest. I then became pretty much controlled by my family from that point on. Anybody I met, anything I did was a person that was brought to me by the family to be controlled, to be isolated, and to be used for what they wanted to be used for.
Again, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever about... Let's just go on.
It ended up being that I'm a very smart individual, and as time went on, they could not touch me. Well, eventually, I met another girl. She was actually a neighbor, and she was actually put in place to take me into her world where I didn't understand things, and she could manipulate and use me just as my father used those people to do work for him. As I realized that my life was completely a nightmare and controlled by these people, I did all I could to stay away from them and to somehow have a life. And as I did that, things would never work out. It ended up being that they would isolate me, full-on attack me, get in a fight with me, and try to call the police on me and tell them that I've done something wrong, to take any rights and ability I ever had to be a person away. So therefore, they would never be in danger of my word or my accountability of their actions. Later in life,
It continues. If you want to hear the story, go to his channel and watch it. But clearly, this individual has some very serious issues, and I hope this resolves one way or another. Hey, love you, Wonder. Love you, Sarah. Bye bye.